Okay. First, let's just hope the Wi-Fi works, Um, let's just hope everything goes well. Honestly, I always want to cry. Like when you guys tell me that my Wi-Fi is not working, I always get so sad. I'm always like, because it's like I really want to talk to you guys, but and I'm sad when things don't work out the way that I have them planned. Um, but I'm hoping everything works out. And if it doesn't, I will cry. I just want you guys to know that. So I've said it. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Hey girl, what's up?
Oh my God, I'm
I'm
sitting
so
in my
sorry. It was so unexpected. I know. I was just like, I'm so bored.
I I'm in my brother's room right now because my room is a little
I'm
questionable.
picking, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to that Gen Z life.
I know.
What
It's
is it
pretty.
that they say they're like the greatest minds like had the messiest rooms?
We'll go with that. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure a teacher told me that once. Like no cap, I'm being so serious. I just can't remember exactly how they said it.
yeah,
But anyways, so to start off, I just want to get correct pronunciation. Is that how you say it for your
yeah.
name?
My name, it's
Yeah.
Amaya.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Hey, Maya. What's up,
Hey,
girl? Guys,
Patty.
I've been talking to her. How long? We've been talking for a while. Since like the beginning of like October, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Because her TikToks are what got me interested, and she's just so funny. So I was like, girl, let me follow real quick because like I think that's so cool. Like that all of like that. There's a few of you guys that like we can really just bond on certain things. And you're like really dope. So I appreciate that as well. Thanks for chilling.
You're
Um,
dope.
she's my new TikTok buddy. Like we be sending each other stuff, and
Period.
it's just
Stuff
fun.
I was dying today with the ones that I was sending you. Oh my God.
They were good. They were good. So I just be running laps, like, but it's just so funny how our For You pages are exactly alike. That's what gets me.
Period.
I'm just like, right.
Anyway.
Um, so I guess like, who were you before you found Julie and the Phantoms? Like, where?
um. Well, I'm 17. I don't do much. I stay home. I love music. I love to sing.
Oh, girl, the pipes, guys, the pipes.
Girl,
Oh, yo,
don't talk about pipes,
no,
honey.
no.
Um,
Anyway, so
oh,
yeah,
this is really the first time we're talking like face to face.
right,
I mean,
right.
not really face to face, but
No, face to face. This is the closest. Like, this is face.
gonna get right.
Nowadays, it's face to face, honestly.
Period. Um, what else do I do? I literally don't do anything. I watch your show probably 10 times.
Okay,
I do that on the daily.
right.
I make TikToks. I'm trying to get y'all that second season. Let's go.
Thank you. She put in the work.
Period. Dude, I don't know.
That's good. That's good though. That's good though. I'm really
Yeah.
appreciating that.
All right. Well,
Um, what were like? I guess I'm trying to see like what fandoms you were involved with before Julie and the Phantoms. Like what shows you watched before and stuff like that. So I can like pick up what kind of person you are, like what you vibe with.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, like Netflix shows.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Have you watched Jane the Virgin? That's like one of my favorites.
Oh, I watched it with my cousin way back.
Yeah.
Like that was our show. That was really good.
Um, what else? Dude, I watched so many Netflix shows. It's like the only thing I watch.
Right.
I love The Office. Top favorite show, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I like dry humor, I guess, like awkward humor.
Mhm. I'm
Uh,
picking up.
I'm thinking, dude.
Well, obviously your music taste is really good so far. I mean, we were vibing when Ari dropped her new album. The
Stop.
way we were texting each other
We were
while listening to the songs together, and we'd be like, "Okay, I'm listening to this next."
okay. Go to motivation. Wait, no, I'm
Right.
on this song. I'm on this song.
It was
Dude,
so
that
much fun.
album was so good.
It was good. It was good. It was definitely a bonding moment for us. I was like, "You did not listen to her."
Yes, because when you like commented on my TikTok and you were like, same, same. I was like, oh, she listens to Ari.
Of
Okay, Tate.
course. Of course. I am well educated.
As you
Honestly, sometimes I look at my playlist, like all the like music that I have and the range, like the
yeah,
different music that I listen to is honestly like kind of weird, but also like period. Tasty, diverse.
as you should. Oh my god, I'm looking at my camera.
Girl, you're fine. You're fine.
Ooh,
You're...
you haven't. I don't even think I've looked at the comments yet.
Let's see.
Y'all watch Criminal
Oh
Minds?
my
Oh,
God. Okay. Okay. This question. I've never gotten this question before. Okay, so let me talk about Perfect Harmony.
let's go.
So me and Charlie, first of all, I wouldn't consider myself a dancer, but I definitely have like dance experience. Like when I was getting into it, like I used to do ballet when I was younger, tap,
Yeah,
jazz and stuff like that. But like it really like as I got older, I really realized like how much everything costs. And I realized that like beneficially, like I just didn't want to do that stuff. So this way my parents like didn't have to pay for all that stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So we got to me just like taking opportunities of like free after school programs, like dance and like talent shows and all the stuff that I could just really get my I could learn my
yeah.
like teach myself. Because like I think that's one thing that we should like normalize. Like, it's okay not to have professional help or be able to afford that stuff. Like I like to use my platform to kind of bring awareness to the fact that like not everybody has enough, is
yeah.
financially stable enough to be
I
able to
love.
spend a little extra money on that stuff. So I know that from like personal experience. Like, we live like yes, people live comfortably. Like I live perfectly fine. Like even before all this, like I was living perfectly fine.
Mm,
But I'm also not gonna like forget where I started or where I came from just because of this new job. So like when we got into dancing, getting that professional help was a little awkward. Like it was really weird,
I
like I had to be comfortable in dancing in front of people, and especially with like Charlie, like he had no dance background at all. So we really had to, like get comfortable with each other. Like we had to be close. We
yeah,
had to, be able to just be like, okay, like listen, like it's okay that we're not getting this down. Like
yeah.
we have to keep on trying. So like our first month of boot camp was just like, some days it would be with all the guys. And
Mm-hmm.
days it just be me and Charlie and like five different people in the room, which I love everybody. Shout out to Tati and, and Paul and
Yeah.
Louise. Yes.
Now,
I Justin and Mackenzie. No. Is that his name? Oh my gosh. Please. I don't want to say it wrong. So let's just
wait,
talk.
how many days a week did you, or how many hours a day did you have to do dance practice? Like, that's what I wanted to
It
know.
was a lot of. It wasn't like full hours. I would say like maybe like a half an hour, because you have to understand that it was also like warm up and
Yeah.
stretching, and then we like do stuff as a band, and then like for the rest of the half it'd be like me and Charlie. Um, but Perfect Harmony, like when I look back at like where like the stages were, like we were gonna do ballroom, then we were gonna do salsa, and it just wasn't it. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't like it was good that we were starting to work on coming up with like routines that we can kind of get used to dancing with each other. Like I have videos of me and Charlie and us like dancing at first. And like it wasn't like awkward, like it wasn't like bad, but it was like, oh, a little stiff, like
Mm,
you
not the
know,
best, but
but
you guys did. You did that. It
right,
came out really.
right.
Y'all did.
So I think what really loosened us up and encouraged us to be a little more looser, and like, what really helped us bond was definitely writing Perfect Harmony and being able to dance to Perfect Harmony because we wrote that. So when filming Perfect Harmony, it was like I think like the most awkward thing that made it awkward was because my dad's at the monitors watching us
Oh
dance.
my God, dude! I've been thinking that. I was like, how, like, Did she not feel like anything? Like her dad's watching the whole thing in the sidelines. Like,
It was so awkward. I was like, oh my gosh, like no proms, no like school
yeah,
dances with guys. Like
my
I
dad.
like didn't even want to associate myself with dancing with a guy at school because I just felt that so like having to be in a room knowing that he was watching was just so like But at the end of the day, I'm still an actress and I have, a job to get done and he understands that. And I just, when I'm in my work mind, like I just get it done basically. But it wasn't really awkward. It was just like it was just crazy.
I feel like you guys just have like that brother sister bond. So you just made it. You
Right.
didn't like it's not anything that weird, you know?
Best friends, man. Like truthfully, um, I'm definitely the closest with Charlie. Owen and Jeremy are like my big brothers as well. But it's just so crazy, honestly, like how much of a family we are at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
No, you.
I can't see them again. I will
How long
cry.
has it been since you've? Yeah, like how long?
It's been a year. We celebrated our year before the show came out in June. We actually got casted 2 weeks before my 15th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a whole year and some months already,
Wow.
since we started. Since we got casted, and we're about to hit our 1 year since we finished filming in December.
Ooh.
Oh, y'all.
And wait, I heard that you got the audition when you were 14, right?
Yes, I was the youngest girl there,
Oh
and
my god.
experience as well, which was the craziest thing. Like I remember being in the room and they were like, "Oh, like, do you come out here often for pilot season?" And I was like, "Huh? What is that?" I never heard of that before. And they're like, "Oh, that's when like all the actors and actresses come out because there's a lot of movies looking for, people to be casted and stuff like that. And a lot of the people, do the auditions in LA." And I was like, "Ooh, I never heard of that before." Didn't hear a thing, honestly.
That's exactly why I'm here.
Right, right,
So
right.
long.
Like, but man, like, it was like so crazy being able to see so many girls of color in that room. Like, we had Brazilian girls, like Dominican girls. Like, it was like, well, there was only six of us. But
Asian.
everybody was a different ethnicity. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
You love to see it.
Wow. We love
I love
connecting. We love
that.
Netflix. They said,
We do.
diverse. I was like, period. Wasn't expecting this. But it was cool though. It was cool though.
I
Um, yeah.
can't believe that. 14.
What's
Like,
next?
you're a baby. I mean, you're literally a year younger than me.
I like it's been like 3 years because like I got it when I was 14, and then I started like the whole process and filming at 15, and by the time we, like released the show, I was 16. Like I already was 16, so I'm just like, girl, this is too much.
You can watch it back, right? Can you like watch it and be like, this part was like, like I didn't do that. Like, do you like watch yourself and be like, I didn't do this like how I could have done it or like
Oh,
different, you know?
oh no, honestly, like my biggest thing when I went to audition, and the thing that my dad encouraged me to do the most was like, once I met Kenny and I was in that atmosphere in that room with everybody,
Yeah.
I kind of just realized that, like I feel comfortable. There's nothing to be nervous about, and I can't play games. Like I need to leave everything on the table, because I didn't want to not get it and have those like, oh, I wish I did this differently, or I wish I did that differently. I mean, like it was insane. Like the first day, like I remember just being on stage like nonstop, and then we finally hit like it was supposed to be like I don't remember the time that we had started, but I had got there. We did our warm up, and then everybody went to the back, and they had called me to the front, and they were like, all the guys were being mixed and matched with me, but I was still there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am tired. I need to sit down.
That's a lot.
But the funny thing is, when I finally got paired with Charlie, um, I was on my last. Like for that day, I was like, oh, I'm tired. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
you
expect
and at
this
point.
much. Right. And Charlie had came out, and Kenny had introduced me to before, so I knew who the guy was. Well, I knew who he was. And we were he was like having a hard time. I think he was playing acoustic actually. I think that's what happened. And he was playing acoustic, and
Yeah.
we couldn't get in. Like, we were getting into it, but like he just was having a hard time, like, I guess, adjusting to like
Yeah.
play the acoustic, you know, because it's supposed to be electric, but we were also playing live, like drums live, bass live. And then I ended up finding out that the next day he had an electric. And what happened was Kenny, after I had left, had asked Charlie if he would want to try with electric instead of an acoustic. So when
Oh.
I came back the next day and we got picked again,
Yeah.
it was like a new person. I was
He
like,
was like,
you are in the room today.
he was whipping that guitar out.
Right. I was like, oh my God, period. And like, but like, it was like an instant connection. Like, I remember like after he had introduced me to Charlie,
Yeah.
um, we were in the back, and I was like, I don't know if it was me who asked or if it was him, but I was like, hey, like, do you want to run lines? And of course, I'd ask my dad. I was like, hey, like, I run lines with this guy real quick.
For a second.
Right. But you know, he was like, yeah, sure. And you know, we went to go run the lines in the hall, and you know, he was like, hey, like, do you want to like grab a tea or something like that? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. And so we grabbed the tea. We were just talking, and it was like an old friend that I
Yeah.
hadn't talked to in a while. And it was just really cool. It was just really cool.
So after that, did you think like, oh, like I could see this working? Like, were you like, now you wanted him to become like with you after that? You were
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like, definitely, like, at first, I guess the thing that really like kind of like set me off was like, oh, like, he is a little older than me.
yeah,
And you know, most people that I've acted with was at least in the same age group, so it didn't have to be like too awkward, because it's always going to be that, oh, like, she's 16, he's 22 situation. But
mm,
like, I think the really cool thing that I really appreciated was that the guys really didn't look at me as younger. You know, it was like very much like they see me as who I want to, you know, represent myself as, and who I allow them to see me as. And you know, they didn't like ever like, oh, like, you're younger, like, you can't hang out with us. Like, they would always just like chill, which was my biggest thing. Like, you know, going into the industry at such a young age, and you know, seeing how older people treat, you know, the younger generation, and they're like, oh, like, you're too young, or you don't understand this and that. It's like, this
girl,
like job, like, honestly, like, I always knew that it was going to take a certain level of like maturity, but like I didn't expect it to take as much as it did. And I definitely have grown a lot. But you know, like, I guess, like, I know sometimes, like, yeah, sometimes like I wake up and I'm like, dang, like I won't be able to experience like that high school experience and like go to prom and stuff like that. But like, I get to be a part of the band. Like, I have like on
oh,
set school.
you
And
look,
right,
you're,
right, like, I might be able to like do an on-set prom, you know, with
yeah,
guys, and you know, Jada and Sasha, and you know, all the and everybody. So you know, those are things that I look forward to. Like, I might be able to graduate on set, and I would love Jenny to give me my high school diploma and stuff like that. Jenny's my set teacher. So that would be like really cool. Like, me and Sasha will be able to graduate together because we're both juniors, and we'll be
I
seniors.
was gonna say you have to be. I think you're a year younger. Yeah, I'm a senior, so yeah.
So I'm definitely excited though. Like, I really hope that everything like goes well for season 2 and that we get picked up. Because you know, I love everybody, and I would miss if we didn't do another season.
We're gonna get that season 2.
The season. We're gonna get that season.
Yeah.
Um. Ooh. Hello. Let's see.
Someone said, "Girl, high school ain't poop."
I just don't like it. Like, my biggest thing in high school, like, my freshman year was like so crazy, man. Like, yeah, like, all the stuff for Julian the Phantoms did happen while I got closer to the end. But like the beginning of the school year was like really rough and stuff like that, with just like personal issues. And then like it wasn't until like when we got to the new year that I finally kind of let go of like a lot of like old relationships that just weren't really working out for me and were causing a lot of and stuff like that. And once I did all that, like the weight that kind of was lifted really helped me get back into music. And I picked up on, you know, the piano, which is so funny because like I've always had a keyboard,
Yeah.
like, since like I think I was maybe 8 or so when I got it. And you know, like for years I tried to pick it up and take lessons, but like it never felt right because like, you know, they were so expensive, and I
Mhm.
just knew that it wasn't going to be the right time to do it. And being able to kind of like teach myself and, you know, feel so like accomplished at like learning songs or remembering a certain chord and stuff like that was really cool. And now that I look at it, like, and how everything kind of fell into place, like
That's what I was about to say. The way you're describing this timeline, it's like perfect. Like,
right, like I
wait,
was seriously, what is going on?
it, it was it was just meant to happen, dude.
I just don't like, I don't get, like, it's like so hard, especially like when people like ask like, oh, like how does it feel? I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just taking it day by day, guys, cuz like seriously, it's so crazy that it's undescribable, you know, especially with the way that it happened. Like yeah, like now I'm finally like settled and like I can sit and think about it, but it's just like there's no, like your brain, like you can
Dude,
never really
I
sit down.
where you are right now, like that's insane, dude. You're doing big things.
It's like
She
yeah,
famous.
I guess.
Have you gotten like, like recognized outside yet? Like,
I have, which is definitely really cool because like everybody's like, I guess my biggest thing is like, you know, like I have like really bad anxiety, and I guess my thing was that they were like come in crowds, which is really cool. Like yeah, it's kind of sad that we have to still be in this pandemic and stuff like that, but with knowing that like be going outside is kind of restricted and you have to wear a mask and there's not that many people out because you have to social distance, kind
hmm
of help because they don't come in like full packs.
right,
Like the
right,
boys and them are experienced that in Hawaii. And like
yeah.
they called me the other day and there were like a bunch of like kids and people, and like it was really cool being able to like say hi to the kids and stuff like that. But I was like, if I was there,
You would have been like,
I would have been like, ooh, it's
yeah,
it
I,
started.
the stress of.
To like, right. Honestly, I'm just like, oh, but it's only a few of them, but they're really cool. You know, that was like, and the thing is like they don't ask, so I get to like offer like, hey, like, do you want to like take a picture? And they're like, yeah, and I'm like, okay. So, but they be catching me off guard. Like I was in Walmart this one time. This girl, I was singing in the aisle with my little sister, "Rocket to the Moon" from Over the Moon, and she comes up to me. She's like, "Are you Madison Reyes?" I was like, "Yes." And I knew that voice. I know your voice. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing because I wasn't even like singing that good. But I was like, hey, like, I was like,
Girl,
yeah, like, how are you? Like, what are you doing here? What brings you to Walmart? You know,
right.
like, I'm in a little costume. Like,
Thing.
oh, cute. Do you want to take a picture? And we took one. I was like, but girl, I was like, I had a sweatshirt on, a little mask, like my hair
Look,
wasn't done,
them
busted.
bitch be busted. I, anyway,
It's just insane.
anyway,
It's just insane to me.
girl,
Um,
I bet.
let's see if there's any good questions. I don't know.
Brings you to Walmart. Yeah. That's so funny. Oh,
Thing to-
oh, wow. I'm about to turn off my light because
Oh, what? What happened?
like, it's like, it looks, I don't even know how to explain it. It just looks like,
Oh
because
no, you got good lighting, girl.
if I show you what kind of light this is, you will laugh.
What is it?
It's
Like a
like a tall, I'm not even taking it off, it's gonna break. I got it from like Amazon.
is it like a light like this?
Yeah, yeah, it's like a cone
I,
almost.
I have that light. I have that light,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's like orange. Like it's not like bright like yours.
yeah. It's like an off white. I don't like it. This is my brother's room. My room has a lamp because I moved recently. So we moved into a different house, so we still have to figure out our whole room situations because mine is not done, and I need to paint it before I can decorate. So I only have a lamp.
I'm so sorry. Like, let me just tell you what's going on right now.
Okay.
So I'm in a group chat with
Yeah.
Nye, Caroline, and Cadence, and
Okay.
I don't know what is going on. I just kind of mind my business because they always get into like this little like situation, and I'm like, period, queens. But I want to get involved myself,
Right.
and that is what's happening right now. So I just
Yes.
mute, mute. I'm like, oh, wow, interesting. Cause it's just out of pocket. I'm like, what is going on here on this day in corner
Group
A?
chat busing.
I guess, girl.
Oh my gosh.
um, okay, I'm gonna bring some stuff up and see if you know about it. Okay, do you watch?
Funny.
I don't want to expose myself, guys, but like, if you guys watch this, put it in the comments as well, cause y'all cool if you do. Okay, do you watch like what kind of YouTube stuff do you watch?
We were just talking about what's it call it today. Diara and Ken.
Girl, I can't believe that. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that I watch them like religiously. Like, I did used to watch them before, but I
I
kind of
don't watch them like
YouTube.
before, but I was just not expecting that
I was
because didn't they just like get engaged or
engaged.
engaged?
I would be so mad. Like, and they've
Please.
been together for a long time,
That's what I think they had their YouTube channel for years.
right? Yep. When they were mad young,
Hmm.
not
But
mad, but like
I got you. I
um,
think YouTube couples don't really last.
it's just so sad, honestly.
It is. YouTube people. All right, wait. Ask. What were you gonna ask me? What other stuff?
Huh? Oh yeah, like what kind of like YouTube stuff do you watch? Like
Uh,
what genre do you necessarily like gravitate to?
genre.
Yeah.
Um, I watch. I don't even really watch YouTube like that no more. To be honest, I'm more
Honestly, I'm
like
more.
day.
It's just my attention span is the literal equivalent of one TikTok.
It's because now I used to be able to watch like 10-minute YouTube, and now 1 minute out.
Right. Honestly. Like I watch a lot of I used to watch like a lot of like gaming stuff. Like I would really like to get into like streaming, but like that's just a lot of work. I don't really think I would be good at it either way. Like I
Why
watched
not?
Corey Kenshin, Berlizzi, Cub Scouts.
Easy. Oh my god, I used to watch him when I like when I was like 10 years old.
No, he slaps. Especially now, because when Corey Kenshin left, I
Yeah,
needed somebody to watch, and he be having me cackle. Like I'd be like, really easy.
he is so funny.
Carmen Kings. Do you ever watch her? She plays like sim games.
No,
Girl, she's hilarious.
how do he play games like that?
I
I'm
don't
not
either. The only game that I've ever bought is Sims. I like Sims. Sims is kind of good.
that. When I used to watch people playing that game, it was just funny just to see them play it. I don't know why, but it
I
was
was
just
so invested.
right for
Now
what
I
you.
have it, and I haven't touched it ever since I got it.
No, I keep saying that I want to play that game that everybody's playing, but I have anxiety. The Among Us game,
Oh,
but
girl, you have to play. You
I
have to play.
I just don't want to be voted out. And I don't like talking to strangers like that.
Right. Oh, nah.
Not the red.
Ooh, that's a little sus. That's a little sus.
Just a bit.
Um, but anyways, so what are your dream goal? Like, what are your goals in the future? Since you're like a senior, like, what are you planning?
Oh my God. Okay. So I guess you know that I'm into music. I love music. Hopefully, I really want to go to college for music because I was never able to like you said, get vocal lessons or just
Right.
be with something like that because we don't have I don't have that kind of money. We don't have that money to afford that. It,
Right.
and I just really want to go because I don't have that knowledge of music like I want to. So
Right.
I'll figure out something where I could potentially learn more about like producing, um, writing music,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Period. Period. Honestly, like like I said, like that's where like art schools came in handy. Like, being able to have that out here was really what helped a lot. Like especially my 8th grade year at Arts Academy. It was a really good school and I learned a lot. There was this teacher named Mr. Foley and he was really sick and he was really dope and like the best teacher that I've probably ever had when at least in that grade and like in the higher grades and stuff like that. Because there's only been like a few teachers that I've actually like enjoyed and had like what you call it, like actual like relationships with, like bonds. But he was really cool and he really helped me a lot with like learning stuff, like, and then at that school like they also had after school clubs like show choir and that helped with vocals. So not only was I learning stuff for theater and acting, I was also learning a lot for like vocal. So
So it's a performing arts school.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what I need.
So I hope, I wish you the best. I'm pretty sure you'll get in though, girl.
Thank
Honestly. Um, you know. Um, but yeah, just keep on pushing. I'm pretty sure that, like I think the craziest thing is like it's like really true. Like, sometimes you think that like, being a good person, like when things like don't go your way, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, but like, I treat everybody that I meet with kindness and I always try to, you know, help even if like I'm the one who's getting the most hurt in the situation.
Mhm.
And, especially for those people who are always just trying their hardest, like, when things aren't going the way that you expect, you're always like,
Right.
but, you know, truthfully, girl, like, I mean, like, I still am like that sometimes because there's just certain things that just happen that I'm like, but I know now with this experience that, like, it's true. Like, if you just keep pushing and you, like, work hard for it and you just keep, treating people with kindness and, like, just trying to help everybody even though they don't want it sometimes, and, good's gonna come. I don't want to sound like a broken record because I say that all the time, but that's my life motto.
Preach.
Ah. You hear my little sister in the back? She said, ah.
Oh, I thought that was you.
So
Oh.
that was me, but after she went, ah.
Oh.
But anyways, girl, this was fun. I'm
It
glad that we
was.
got to talk for a little bit. I was just like, dang, like I really want to like talk to her in person because like I feel like I don't know that much about her.
Period.
But thanks for hopping on so short notice. Like I literally just texted her. I was like, girl, let's go live, and she was like, right now. I was like,
I was like, I'm on the couch. Hold on, let me run upstairs.
But see you on TikTok.
Period. Okay.